Hey guys, welcome back to Misa's Comfy Corner. Before this video begins, I just want to say that if my voice sounds weird, then I'm just a little bit sick. It's nothing terrible. I'm sure I'll knock it in a little while. But yeah, so welcome back. So I want to talk about a bit of what's on the news for a little while about that plane crash at DC airport or something. I don't know too much about it. From what I heard. It was a really bad crash between an airplane and some kind of Black Hawk helicopter on a training mission, and unfortunately a lot of people believe that there were no survivors, making it the deadliest plane crash in US history since 2001. And let's be real, man, it was all Trump's fault, man, because he was the one who fired a lot of people in a lot of units, including the one that's responsible for like air traffic control and all of that, making everything incredibly understaffed. It's unfortunate, but of course there's no use in pointing fingers and all of that, because well, it was a horrible crash, and of course my feelings go out to all the families affected by this terrible event. And this episode of the Comfy Corner is going to be reassuring people who have become pretty anxious of flying ever since the crash. And I'm gonna be honest, man, I'm also pretty anxious about, flying. And this February break, my family actually wants to take my sister and I to London. So yeah, it's a bit of bad timing. But but it's best to just take a little bit to think logically, like many planes are flown out and into the US every day, and I'm recently we've from what I've heard, I'm pretty sure there were 3 crashes reported. So the chances of you being in a plane that will crash is not very likely. So chances are you'll be okay. Plus, I heard on the news that there was this guy who was I'm pretty sure a flight attendant or someone who worked in planes. Apparently this guy was on medical leave for a little while, and he recently boarded a plane. And this is I think a little while after the first crash at DC. And apparently he recorded. It was on the speakers. I'm pretty sure it was the pilot of the plane talking about how, from what I heard, it was a really heartfelt speech, a really lovely speech about how your safety is their number one priority, and they're gonna make sure that you get to where you need to go safely, or something like that. I don't really know. I personally don't like going on TikTok, so I didn't listen to the speech. However, there was it was they did write down the news article though what the guy on the speakers was saying, and it was a really good speech. And so I'm sure that if you are to get on a plane these days, you'll be okay, because well, of course the pilot is going to make sure that you get there safely, and also this is their safety that they'd have to take into account as well. So I'm sure you'll be able to get to your destination safely. However, after this, if you're still anxious about going, like on a plane and flying, then it's okay. You know, it's okay to be scared. It's not a weakness or anything like people say it is. You know, fear is a good emotion to have. It helps you to stay away from anything that's unsafe and stuff like that. However, at times it can, you know, it can be a bit much, and that's okay. You know, it's good to prioritize your safety, so just take a bit to relax, and of course, like I said in my last video, just, you know, maybe lay off any news that is depressing or whatever, and if you need to watch the news, then just you know, check out the Weather Channel and all of that, as it's, as you know, the weather is a good thing to watch out for. It's unpredictable, and so it's good to, like, it's good to get your news for the weather. So, yeah, that's really, all I'm gonna talk about today. However, I will quickly say that, of course, my videos aren't you know, a replacement for therapy. I am not a licensed therapist, nor do I have any experience in the area. I have talked to therapists before because I myself go to therapy. However, of course, my knowledge, you know, is very limited. So I do recommend seeking like a therapist if you like need to talk to one. However, if you can't if you can't afford a therapist, then I guess, you know, my videos and other people's videos like Psych to Go or Claude Beauty 101, like those, you know, are a good alternative. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and if you ever, you know, need someone to talk to, then you're always welcome back in the comfy corner. I'm your host, Misao, and thank you for watching.